Hi, this is Jane from Golden House Tarot, and this reading is for Capricorn for May 2008. The first thing I'm going to say here is that I did deal the cards and they were shuffled very well before I dealt, but we have 7 major arcana cards out of 9, which to me indicates that this is a very significant month for you. It can be significant in a number of ways, but I feel that there is some internal, spiritual, or, very significant things you're dealing with at the moment that is causing some chaos in your life, but they're very important to move you forward. It's an important month to make certain decisions. Let's go through the cards. We have the Hanged Man, 5 of Wands, the Devil, Strength, the Hermit, Justice, the World, Death, and the 8 of Cups. For me, the feeling is that some important decisions will be made this month. Some things will be imposed upon you, some things you won't. There'll be some circumstances that you won't have as much control over. But there's also an opportunity here for you to make some really big decisions about what you want in life. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you the meanings of all of the cards and then we'll put it together. Here we have the Hanged Man. He's someone who's looking for a new perspective. He's open-minded. He's just hanging there. He's waiting. He's patient. Look, just because there's not a lot of movement in life doesn't necessarily mean you're stuck. Sometimes it's about waiting for the right time and place to make a move. And he's in a position here where he needs to figure out a different approach, to look at some new angles for the things he wants to do. It's a very good card because it says that, he's patient, he's resolute. He will eventually say, now's the right time. He's not actually distressed. He's just waiting. He just needs to feel that the time is right for his next move. Here we have the 5 of Wands. This is about chaos in your life. It's saying that there's some sort of competition happening or a struggle for power. That there needs to be some sort of negotiation happening or some cooperation. Because what's happening here is that what started off as just a discussion has developed into something a little bit more. That, there may have been some imagined insults, or, people may need to step back and take time and cool off a little bit. But it means that whoever's involved in this situation, they're looking at different outcomes. They're not quite sure they want the same thing. Here we have the Devil. Now the Devil can represent addiction, it's cynicism, it's our fears. It's about facing your demons. What you have to work out when the Devil card comes is what in your life isn't working for you, and what do you feel standing in your way or holding you back, because it's up to you to take action. This is really about facing your fears, and sometimes our addictions are to people, sometimes they're to work, sometimes they're to substances. And sometimes it's just being afraid to make decisions for ourselves. You have to decide there what that card represents in your life. Fortunately, it's followed here by Strength. This is saying that you have the inner strength that you need to overcome those fears. You have the strength and the courage to move beyond that fear and embrace the unknown. If you're feeling uncertain about something, it's telling you that you are stronger than you think you are, and that there are people around who can help you if you need it. But it is really about your own inner strength. So it's about knowing what you want, what's most important to you in life. And here it's telling you to take time, to have some quiet time to work out the answers to these questions. You are going to have to work out some answers and questions, and you have some things that you feel you don't know the answer to. The Hermit here says that you need to take some time. It's about the wisdom of listening to the silence. You need to be alone for a while. It sometimes comes up when life's too hectic. It can also represent a teacher. It can represent someone who might be able to help you through some of this decision making or some of these fears if you feel that you can't do it on your own. But it is definitely saying step back and just listen, be quiet. Here we have Justice. Justice to me is a karmic card. It's about the consequences of our deeds, and it's about facing reality. It's about putting things back into balance. Now, if you've acted with a clear conscience, things will be fine. If there are things that you need to learn from some of the things that you've done, lessons that you need to learn, then, you know, sooner or later the universe is going to make sure that things come back into balance. It's going to ask you to repeat those lessons if you haven't learned the lessons. Sometimes the balance the balance that's brought back into life is not always what we expect it can be, or the resolution isn't always what we wanted. Justice can also, you know, for some people indicate legal matters, but it's a good card because really it's giving us a chance to start and reset. Here we have the World. The World is about completion. It's about balancing the elements. It's saying that you're coming to the end of a cycle. If you've been striving for something, you're on the right path. So keep moving forward. But if a cycle has just finished, if something's finished and it's not the way you wanted it to finish, it just means that you have to accept that sometimes and move into this new cycle because there are new opportunities. This is about something finishing. All things have got to come to an end. But it's telling you to release what no longer serves you. It's giving you a chance for a new start as well. So these are both about endings and beginnings, the World and Death. They're both about finishing one cycle and beginning a new cycle. So to me, there is something this month that is definitely coming to completion, and that you're going to have a chance to reset and restart. And why I think that is because here we have the Eight of Cups. This is leaving behind things that no longer work for you. You've made a decision. Sometimes you just have to take another road in life. It can be, you know, a change in a relationship or a career. It's about walking away from something that's just no longer working for you. I think that this month you have some fears to face. You have some decisions to make. You have been thinking about this for a while. This isn't something that's just come on in May, because when the Hangman's there, it's saying this is a process that's been ongoing for some time. But what it's also saying here is that you're ready to make some decisions and you're ready to move on from some things. There's still a little bit of thinking that needs to happen. There's still a little bit of, you know, convincing yourself or negotiating. And these are inner things. These are things that are within you, that it's not necessarily an argument with somebody else. This battle, this chaos can be with yourself. It can be your head and your heart arguing about something. It doesn't have to be a battle with somebody else. And it's about, you know, maybe there's a stage here where you're overthinking what's happened in the past instead of just accepting it and accepting the lessons from it. I think that, you know, it's going to be for you a very intense month, but by the end of it, I think that you will feel freer. I think you will feel like you've been able to set some things free in your life, and that you know, I hope that you feel inspired to move into this new cycle with a new sense of optimism and gratitude for the things that have happened, you know, even if they haven't been things that you particularly wanted to happen, because you know, it's built character, it's made you strong. You've learned lots of lessons through this period, whatever this has been, and you're now moving on to a new adventure. I hope the Capricorn, that May for you is a month where you can release some things that, you know, you're ready to let go of. I hope it's happy. I hope that you find solutions to the issues that you want. I hope you have a great month. Thank you.